3, 2, 1, start. Appellant inflicting axe blow on the head of the deceased. At least one of the injuries is attributed to the appellant. Number of injuries is not decisive. How and in what manner injuries have been caused would be relevant factor. Besides, the appellant carried common intention and participated in the entire occurrence, carrying a dangerous weapon. Conviction upheld. Appellant herein was convicted for commission of an offence under sections 148 302 of the Indian Penal Code along with several other persons, namely Hukum, Girdhari, Patiram, Narayan, and Prahlad. Prosecution case shortly stated is as under. Savitribai and other members of her family were sitting in the courtyard of the former's house at about 4 p.m. on 2/3/1991. Prahlad Singh, Ambar Ram, Patiram, Hukum, Narayan, and Girdhari were drinking liquor. They stated hurling filthy abuses. Savitribai came out from her house and asked them to behave themselves. They adopted a hostile stance. They started assaulting her, causing injuries inter alia by throwing stones. When accused Hukum hurled a stone at her, Prem Singh, brother of Savitribai, intervened. He was caught by them. Hukum pelted a stone at him, causing injury on his head. Ambar Ram, who was carrying an axe, inflicted a blow on his head from its blunt side. Other accused persons entered her house. Patiram brought a bow and arrow and shot an arrow at Prem Singh. He fell down unconscious. One, Chandrakalabai, pulled out that arrow. Others who were returning from the weekly market intervened. At least six of them, namely Himmat Singh, Gendalal, Man Singh, Kamla Singh, Savitribai, and Phul Singh, were injured by the appellants. Some of the accused persons in the process also appeared to have suffered injuries. It is alleged that not only the aforementioned persons suffered injuries at the hands of the accused, even the tiles of the roof of Savitribai's house were also damaged. Prem Singh succumbed to his injuries on 3/3/1991. Homicidal nature of death of Prem Singh is not disputed. The learned sessions judge, upon consideration of the materials brought on record by the prosecution, held the appellants guilty of commission of an offence under section 302 149 of the Indian Penal Code. The High Court, however, convicted only Ambaram, Hukum, and Prahlad under sections 302-34 of the Indian Penal Code. Appellant Girdhari was convicted under section 324 of the Indian Penal Code. Only appellant Abraham is before us. A limited notice was issued by this court in regard to the nature of offence. Mr. Anis Ahmad Khan, learned counsel appearing on behalf of the appellant, would submit that keeping in view the fact that the appellant has assaulted merely with the blunt portion of the axe, whereby no vital injury was caused, only an offence under Part 2 of the Section 304 of the Indian Penal Code is made out. Dr. N. M. Ghate, Learned senior counsel appearing on behalf of the respondent, on the other hand, would submit. Stop.